What's up, guys? How's it going? This is your boy Mars. Welcome back to another drag tune video. Last video I showed you guys a lot of the tune setups and everything like that. This time I'm going to show you guys specifically more on the gearing. The car that I chose for the video is going to be this beautiful 69 Mustang Boss 302. Everybody new to the channel, hit the subscribe button and let's get right to it. So I got the car here. We're going to go straight to the upgrades. I always do the same thing. Straight to right over here, custom upgrades. Very simple with the car. You have the original engine, which doesn't pull out that much horsepower at the end. So we're going to put the 6.2 in there. And then, of course, leave the car rear-wheel drive. Let's put those twin turbos in there. Very easy. Now let's go right over here. So I have the car already fully built, so it makes it a lot easier. So what we're going to do is just do the gearing after. I'll show you guys the build real quick. Pretty much put every single thing on here, race, just to make it a lot easier. The only thing we're not going to put is oil and cooling, because remember, guys, this is that 6.2 that we don't need the oil and cooling. It only gives us 8 horsepower. We don't need that 8 horsepower. There we go. And we're going to put the flywheel. Alrighty, now we're going to go over here. We need the brakes, rally suspension. I normally put all the parts just so I can have even way less in weight. A roll cage, full weight reductor. So the car sits a really nice 2,500 pounds with 1,000 horsepower. It's a great looking car, actually. Really love the back end of the car. There we go. Let's fully build it. Put every single thing race. There we go. Alrighty, let's go to the tires. Got those track tires on the front. Leave them alone. 225. In the back, 345s. That's really good with the car. 345 is one of my favorite sizes. With the lightest weight wheels. Leave the size of the wheels alone. It only has 15s in the front, 15s in the back. And then I did put the spacers just so it can look a lot better with the more aggressiveness. No options here, just gives you Forza stuff, so no need for it. And that'll be it. Let me show you guys the suspension setup first. So we got 45 in the front, 15 in the back. Nothing with the gearing. Then we have 1 and 5, so a little bit positive on both ends. More positive in the front just because I barely want those front tires touching. And a little bit positive in the back so that when the car squats down, it kind of evens out. 7 on there, 65, 65. Very soft in the front, and then stiff in the rear at 513. Car loves to be raised up. Soft, stiff, soft, stiff. So 1.5, 6.5, 1.5, and 6.5. Nothing with that. If you guys want to do reverse burnouts for having the car moving everywhere, you go nice all the way towards the rear at 10%. And then 100 and 100. So that is all the suspension setup on that end. Let's go outside. Let's take it straight to the track so I can show you guys what I look for, what I normally do. Alrighty, so we are in summer. I'm happy. It's my favorite season of all. It doesn't rain as much, and then it's just overall my favorite season. I wish all they have to do is just have it that you can have your own private lobby and also control the weather. That's all Forza needs to do. Let's play around with games. That's all they need to do. Pretty excited for E3. E3 is coming up in a couple of days. I want to see what is where they're going to show us there. Hope they show us some pretty dope stuff. Alrighty, guys. So for me to know the gearing of every car, I first want to know if I want to do a 2K launch or a 5K launch. From you guys, my previous videos, the 5K launch has been successfully a lot better. So what I do is, since none of my gears are tuned right now, I try to find out what miles per hour I want to be around. So really much what I do, if you guys don't know the launch, you press down on the e-brake, you press down on the gas, car holds at 2,000. You have the telemetry, we have a boost of 6.2 with a torque of 260. Remember, I want to do a 5K launch, so I had to press down on the clutch, on and off the e-brake, and then it does this right here. So pretty much I want to launch this car around 5,000. As you guys see, that first gear was too short. I'll go to second gear, same thing, do the same process, e-brake, gas, press down on the clutch while having the e-brake and the gas pressed down. on and off the e-brake. Get it almost all the way up to 5,000. Let go of both the buttons. And now I see that my second gear actually hooks. Alrighty, so since my second gear hooked, my first gear did not. Now I want to see what kind of miles per hour I am on that second gear. For me to know that, I redlined the gear like so. It looks like I'm doing about 80 miles per hour on the second gear. So now that gives me kind of a number to work with. So with that being said, I can go to I can leave my final drive alone if I want to. Because it really, the way that it's looking right now, I'm not going that far with it. Or you can change the final drive because you're still going to change the rest of the gears. It really, you know, the final drive is just so that you can have more wiggle room to change the rest of your gears. So let's say here I'm going to just put my final drive at 310. Let me lower my first gear to, I normally go by even numbers, so I'm going to lower my first gear to 2.50 and see what happens with my first gear. Alrighty, so now remember, 80 miles per hour was like what the car was gripping at on the second gear. Let's see what my first gear tops out at. So it's topping out about 74 miles per hour. Let's see if the car launches at a 5K launch at 74 miles per hour. Alrighty, so remember the key of it all is to have the shortest first gear without having the car spin on you like crazy. Remember to always do your burnouts because these is really important. This makes your car grip a lot more. Let's go like so. E-brake, gas, hold at 2,000, press down on the clutch, on and off the e-brake. If you pass it, you let go of the gas a little bit. So the car looks like it grips right there. I want it to, right now, I want it to be shorter. So I'll go by 10 clicks and see what happens towards acceleration. So I'm gonna go now to 2.60 and then see what happens at a 5K launch. Alrighty, always get those tires really hot. E-brake, gas, press down on the clutch, on and off the e-brake. Alrighty, so it still grips, still gripping really good. I can probably make that first gear even shorter. I wanted to start spinning on me, so then I know that I already, you know, surpassed where I wanted to be at. So let's go back up. I went more aggressive here. I went about 20 clicks over to 2.80, and this is it. This is normally it. All the cars are different. All-wheel drive, of course, is different. Front-wheel drive is significantly different. Different horsepower is different. The weight, everything is pretty different, but it's kind of the same theory. You're trying to have to always want to get that first gear to be the shortest. So you just always want that first gear to be really short, yet not spin on you like crazy. There's a threshold that all the cars like to be at, and then that's where you want to be with the first gear. Always want that initial reaction to be a lot faster than your opponent, and then you want to be quicker off the line. So by making that first gear shorter, taking it towards acceleration, you'll have an initial reaction and a quicker 0 to 60. Alright, let's get it. Alrighty. Just look at this car. It seems like this car is pretty slow, just because of the way it moves. It's not moving as fast. So let's see what bracket this car probably is. It probably looks like it's like a 160 bracket. It's not like the 170 brackets that are a lot quicker. The 180s and the 190 cars, they're really extremely a lot faster. And I mean, it's just a lot more difficult. Of course, the more power, the less the weight, you know, the more difficult it is to tune. But it's always the same concept, same concept throughout. Right there, I got a nice little chirp with the car. My fourth gear is actually topping out before the quarter mile. So what I'm gonna do is, my first gear looks like it's pretty good on that end. I could probably make it a little bit shorter. Let's see, let me make it just a tiny bit shorter by 5 more clicks. See what happens. There we go. So now at 2.95. that final drive at what is it, 310. Burn out the tires. Let's line it up like so. There we go, really nice. The transitions on the gears are really smooth from the looks of it, but the car is redlining right before the quarter mile, so I need to make my fourth gear a little longer and the rest of the gears just a tad bit longer. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just go by 2 clicks, since they look like they're really smooth transitions. Alrighty, so I'm gonna go by 2 clicks, 2 clicks, and 2 clicks. Alrighty, so this is where we're at right now: 197, 147, and 114. It is a 4-gear tune, so it makes it a lot easier. Every gear, you always look at your RPMs, guys. This car red lines completely at 8,000, but it looks like it goes all the way to about there, about 7,500. So when the car transition, you launch it at 5, it drops down like so, it goes back up, you shift to second gear. When you shift to second gear, you kind of want it to be at 6,000 like that, and then it goes to third gear, it goes down to 6,000, fourth gear, and it goes back down to 6,000. If it goes all the way to 5,000, when you shift it, your gear is extremely too long, way too long, way too long. You don't want that. You want it always to be in a nice smooth transition. You don't want the rest of the gears to be too long, because it just makes your car pretty much bog. You don't want that. So e-brake, gas at 2,000, down on the clutch, on and off the e-brake, get it at 5,000, let go, transition, there we go. See what happens now. I'm still redlining, but now I'm trapping a 161, so it's still in the low 160 cars. This car is not that fast. It can race the rest of the cars that are around 160s. But I normally like the 170, the 180 cars. Those are really fun to drive. Let's go over here. Let's it looks like that gear was that's fine. Let's go to 95. Let's go that way, and then let's go to like that. Alrighty. See what happens. Let's see what this transactions is. This is how it is. This is how easy it is to tune now. The new drag tires, it makes it so easy. Everyone to tune now. There we go. Boom, a nice 164 now. So I went from a 59 to a 60 to a 61, 64 now. So the car is just being, making it a lot faster and faster and faster and faster. So it's really easy. That's all the theory is about. It's trapping pretty good there. Oh, right there I spin. My tires are pretty cold. Let me get those tires hot again. Nice reverse burnout. Okay. Alright, you always put the front tire on the line. Go like there. Second gear feels a little long. Everything else feels pretty good. Feels pretty good. Since the car is a 4-gear tune and I'm topping out on that 4th gear like so, that's why my car, every time I'm making the transition, is going just a tad bit under the 6,000. Looks like it's around the 5,800, 5,900 mark. So it's pretty good. It's not that bad actually. If it goes all the way to 5, that's really bad. Let me go to 2 on that 2nd gear. See how the transitions are now. E-brake gas, press down on the clutch, on and off e-brake. Get it at 5,000, let go. Felt good. My launch was pretty bad, but it felt really good. Car did a nice, it looks like it's about to do a 65 if I keep fine tuning it. But that's how it is, guys. That's exactly how it is. How you take your time with it. Just keep on messing with the gears. You figure out how many gears your car is going to be. Some cars are 2 gears, some cars are 3. Always burn out your tires. Get them really nice and hot. Always, before you even know the gearing or final drive, just bring out with the base gear. just launch it on first gear. If it spins on you, launch it on second gear. If it doesn't, see what miles it tops out at, and then tune that first gear to the second gear, pretty much. Nice little launch, transition pretty good. Let's see what it traps this time. There we go, guys. It did a nice 165. This car looks like the more I keep tuning it, the better I keep making it. It probably can be a nice 165 consistent car, but it won't hit a 170. I can guarantee you that. So that is it, guys. Really simple on how to tune the cars. Remember, when you get the base tune, figure out what car tops out at. It looks like I got this car now at 62 miles per hour, doing double burnouts so that I can get the tires hot. Launching it at 5,000, and then my second gear is redlining at 92. So from 62 is going to 92, transitioning pretty smooth throughout. Once you got the suspension set up, which is really easy, then you know exactly what gears to go for. Let me show you guys the final gears. Car traps now 165. Let's go straight to the tune. So here we go, 45, 15. Here goes the gears, guys. 3, 10. Remember, final drive, you're always going to tune the gears to their final drive no matter where it is at. So we have 210, 295, 2, 145, and 110. So that is it with the 4 gears. Remember, here goes the rest of the tune. For you guys that did not see it, there you go, there you go, there you go. And yeah, really nice, really simple. This is a simple car, but some of the cars are a lot more difficult. But 5K is where it's at. A lot of people are launching 5K. Some of the cars are 6,000. Some cars you can do it at 4,000, but 5,000 has been kind of a threshold throughout the muscle cars. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below how you guys are tuning your cars. What cars you guys want me to tune in the future. Everybody new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys around with another Drag Tune video. Peace out, everybody.